Good evening, Moose Tube fans. Lone Moose here. Tired old Lone Moose with aching back and hurting feet. And we are 1 week away from Christmas Eve. So I hope everyone is ready, but also staying safe at the same time. Now, I just mentioned hurting feet. And so I'm going to do a product review this evening of a device that I got from Slabway. It's a Shiatsu foot massager. Found it was on Facebook, and I'm always kind of leery about buying things from Facebook, but it looked pretty good and had a few good reviews, so I figured what the hell, I'd give it a try. So to kind of give you some background here, I've had feet problems since about 1990. Bone spurs, and I've had surgery and steroid injections and Morton's neuroma, and I mean, you name it. Pretty much I've had all kinds of foot problems. In fact, foot problems are what got me medically discharged from the Army in the fall of 2000. So I've been basically, wearing orthotics from podiatrists, but my primary method of pain control for a long time has been NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Things like Motrin and Advil, and what I've been on recently was meloxicam. But this past summer, June of 2000, had an upper endoscopy, and they found 2 ulcers. And not due to alcohol, because I haven't had any alcohol to drink in probably a year and a half to maybe 2 years. So the docs figured out it was due to the long-term use of non-steroidals. So as of June, they cut me off cold turkey. Said, I'll take Tylenol. I tell them, Tylenol don't do squat for me. Never has. My body doesn't metabolize it in the way that a lot of people do. So it don't do squat. But I've been taking Tylenol anyway. And it's gotten to the point that I'm limping so bad right now because of the pain in my right foot that essentially it's causing back problems because of the alteration of my gait. So, okay, I got to try something. So I saw this foot massager from Slabway. So I'm going to do an unboxing here, and because it hadn't even been out of the box yet. All I did was cut the tape so we could open it up. So let's take a look and see what's in the box, and then we'll get it set up and give it a try. Okay, so let's see what's in the box. It's okay, Jack. All my dogs are up on the bed wondering, what the heck are you doing down here? It's another box. Go figure. Okay, let me try and get this out of here in one piece. Alright, it's cracked. Let's rip this apart. I'll deal with the box later on. Where did my little sisters go? They're always walking away when you need them most. Okay, so you look in the box, and what do we see? I don't know how well this is focusing here. A great big red machine, and of course the first letters right on top, made in China. Not that I would expect anything different. Almost like Three Stooges. Get it out of here. Set it up on the bed so you can get a better look at it. Alright. So we have a little instruction manual. Looks like a remote control if you're too lazy to bend down and push the buttons. Let me get this around here where I can see. Let me walk this around a little bit. There's too much shadow right there. It looks like the control section is right there on top. You got automatic, heating, manual, speed, and direction. And it basically plugs in. It looks like there's pads in here. It's zippered, so I guess you can get in there and take those out, or maybe adjust them. I'm not real sorry, the camera was wandering while I'm playing. I'm not really sure exactly till I read the instruction book, but it's a nice beautiful red. In fact, it matches the motorcycle, so that's always a good thing. So let me get this thing set up here, take a quick look at the instructions, and then we'll be back and run it through its paces. Okay folks, I'm back, and here's the little device. It looks like these two little pads might be for your heels to set on, although I really need the heels worked on my feet, but we'll see. Read through the instructions, and I'll actually scan them and include it here in the video, so you can pause it and take a look if you want to read all this and all the reasons you shouldn't be using this thing. And it's recommended that not to use it for more than 30 minutes at a time, and no more than use it 30 minutes before a meal or an hour after, because it impairs lactic acid absorption. And there's all kinds of health risks. It says, you shouldn't use this if blah, 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 blah. And that's pretty much it. Now, it does come with this handy dandy little remote control that I'm about to try. And I'm going to run this on automatic. I'm not going to run heat for right now. And let's just see how this goes. Oh, wow. All right. It's squeezing my feet and rolling on the balls of my feet. It's a little tight, but it's not painful. Now, whether it does any good or not, we'll have to find out. Long term, but something's got to help. Either that or, the docs have got to come up with a better way of managing this pain. And what happens is, right now in this mode, I think it's, the massaging heads roll forward for 45 seconds, and then backwards for 45 seconds, and repeat, as long as you want to keep this thing running. In the manual mode, you can set the speed as well as the timing. Let's see if I can read that. And I can't without my glasses, and I'm not going to move the camera to get my glasses. But I'm going to let this run for a few minutes, and as soon as it's done, then I will tell you what I think about it. Jaxie boy, what is that thing? What's it doing to Daddy's feet? My big old boy there, he's curious. He don't quite know what to think about this thing. Okay, I switched it into manual mode right now, and increased the speed just a little bit, and also turned the heat on to see what that does. Alrighty folks, the first session I did it for about 12-13 minutes. It says not to exceed 15 minutes the first few times, kind of give your feet a chance to get used to it. It did feel pretty good. It's different. It squeezes and has the rolling balls under it. A lot of different sensations. And one thing I did figure out real fast is I got bone spurs I didn't even realize I had on the ball of my left foot, because as it's rolling and pinching, I can feel it. I know I've got them in both heels and in some places in my right foot, but I didn't know about up there in the ball of my left foot. So I'm going to give this another couple of days of using it, and I'll do a final closeout and then publish this review this weekend. So remember my famous sayings: everybody stay safe. You know what you got to do to beat that COVID. Social distancing, no large group gatherings, wear your mask, wash your hands, use your hand sanitizer, and keep your hands away from your face. Do those things until you're eligible to get the vaccine, and you got a 95% chance of not getting COVID. I know it's hard to do in the holiday season because you want to be hanging out with your friends and family, but this just is not the time. Everybody has got to, be smart, be safe. So I'll see you guys in a couple of days with the final update on this, and then we'll get her published. Lone Moose out for now. Howdy there, Moose Tube fans. Lone Moose here. Hope everyone's staying safe and ready for Christmas. This is Christmas Eve as I'm filming this. I wanted to do my wrap up on the Slabway foot massager to give you my final impressions and recommendation on it. Overall, I think it's a good machine. For me personally, it does not work well. But that's because I have so many foot problems. You know, between stress fractures, Morton's neuroma, bone spurs, heel spurs, plantar fasciitis, you know, you name it, I got it wrong in the feet. So I used it a few times, and each time I used it, it ended up causing more pain in the feet. So I basically had to stop using it. But what I did do with it is my son and his girlfriend, who both live with me, you know, she works at McDonald's and she's on her feet for, you know, 6-8 hours a night, 6, sometimes 7 days a week. And Cameron's got lots of foot problems of his own, flat feet and stuff, so his feet hurt all the time. So I let them try it, and they both really liked it and said it felt good for them. So I gave it to them as part of an early Christmas. So would I recommend you buying this? Overall, yes, with the caveat that you don't have the kind of foot problems that I have. People with significant foot problems, this is not a good device for you. People with, you know, tired, achy feet, flat feet, things like that, yeah, it seems to work really well, and they love it. So in that regard, I would say, yes, buy the machine. I hope everyone is prepared and ready. Have happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Please stay safe out there. You know, we're still in the throes of COVID. This isn't over yet. So please, everyone, stay safe. I want to see y'all next year. So this is Lone Moose wishing everyone a Merry Christmas, a safe and happy holidays, and Happy New Year. And I will see y'all later. Lone Moose out.